introversion in general is something that people struggle with all of the time. We try to put ourselves in a box, but if we continue to do that, we're not going to give ourselves the room to grow. My name's Turab. I make videos about emotional intelligence, business, and leadership consistently. If you want on your feed, subscribe down below. In general, when it comes to expanding our mindset in life, we need to understand that we have no limitations. Literally, we have no limitations, especially if we're young. And the reason that I say this is there's an experiment that they did with fleas, okay?
Clown fleas and high wire fleas and fleas on parade.
And they put a cup over a bunch of fleas. Fleas can normally jump about this high, okay? They put the cup on the fleas, and they did this for a series of generations of these fleas. And when they took the cup off, the fleas only jumped about this high, right? What that tells you is that's a law of nature. Whatever you have in your head of what you're capable of doing is where you are going to settle. I need you to realize, if you're watching this video, that you really do not have any limitations. It's all from in here, and it's all from your environment. So the biggest thing that I would say to an introvert, or anyone that's trying to change anything about themselves or trying to expand into other things, is creating an environment that's conducive to that. So if you hang out with a bunch of introverted friends that every time you ask them, hey, do you want to go to a party, or do you want to go out and try something new or whatever, and their excuse is, no, I would rather sit here and do this thing that I'm comfortable with, it would behoove you to try to go and find those friends, those people that are extroverted, that they can invite you to the things that you're uncomfortable with and get you into situations to start building that skill set.
You've been invited to a party.
So introversion in general and extroversion, sure, we're predisposed to certain things based on whether or not we're an analyst in life, or if we're a kind of a programmer, whatever it is, a back-end worker. But if the intention is genuinely to change and to improve in life, your disciplines and your environment are a massive, massive part of that. The other thing is, a lot of introverts don't realize what skills you already have by virtue of being an introvert. The people that I think about when I think about introversion are often the people that most people say a bunch of shit to, right? They like sit there, and these people just like open up their entire lives to them, right? What an amazing skill set to have the ability to listen and to have people subconsciously believe that you will listen and that you won't judge them, right? That skill in itself is a phenomenal part of communication. So in a lot of ways, introverts that like these one-on-one interactions are going to have higher levels of soft skills than people that have a lot of interactions with a lot of different people, because they know how to relate. You guys know how to relate to one another. The other thing is, right, I'm on camera. And I'm all over the place, and I'm doing all this stuff. I wasn't always like this. I always enjoyed being kind of the class clown, whatever, but I didn't realize the importance of actually building those relationships. And I still have a core philosophy that if you want to have a meaningful conversation with someone, a group of greater than 3 is not going to be beneficial for that conversation. At the end of the day, if you have too many perspectives in one cohort, no one person is going to be able to say their piece. And really what it comes down to is understanding that people want to be heard. And so groups of 3 give us that, okay, fine, these 2 people can have that conversation. Perhaps the third perspective has something relevant to add, and then these 2 people have that conversation, but everyone gets time to talk. As soon as you start getting bigger than that group of 3, it becomes very difficult to have any one person, or the entire group even, voice their concerns. In terms of introversion as well, realize that we are in an age, my friend, where communication is abundant and it's widely available, right? You can be an introvert and you can sit on your phone and you can make a massive network these days. It's just a matter of realizing that no one really gives a shit about you. It's a hard thing to realize, but like, we're like one tiny little molecule in this entire universe. So you could literally fuck up your entire life and nothing will change. Or you can do phenomenal things your entire life and you can change the lives of billions of people, right? So there's a tremendous amount of humility that's required to go and change, and courage to go and change into that person that you want to be. But realize that regardless of the circumstance, you should not be caring that much what people think. Most of the people that are going to judge you and bring you down are the same people that aren't doing very much in their lives. So you don't want to be around that person, that you don't want that influence in your environment. It's really good to go after positive people, even if they don't have the skill sets, even if they don't have all of the experience. If they're positive and they're passionate about their job, that is a greater indication for success than anything else that I've seen so far. So when it comes down to the technology, use it, right? Use it, DM people, create a personal brand. You don't even have to have your face on it. You could share, you could show your artwork, you could show a screen, you could show music that you're working on, whatever it is. And then make sure every now and then to go and network and find those people that are extroverted and try to spend more time with them, especially if they're positive, passionate people. It's going to make a tremendous difference in terms of the evolution of things. You're not in this alone. You can't do it alone. Don't try to. I promise you, it'll be very, very difficult. Actualize your potential, catalyst. This world needs you. Take care of yourself. If you made it to this point in the video, subscribe. More of this stuff in your environment, again, is great because you never know where you're going to get inspiration from, and when that moment's going to spark that light bulb on, and you're going to have a crazy series of events that's going to make a beautiful, beautiful life for yourself and everyone you care about. Take care.